Oh my goodness. Hi, Luna. I hope you're doing good. I see that you're lurking, so have a good one. You continue to, lurk, have fun. I'm doing good. Man, this weekend's just been busy. Just been really, really busy. And I'm just kind of glad that I'm back doing all my stuff. The boyfriend, he had a vacation this week, so I kind of enjoyed it with him, and we got to watch some anime, and we got to play some do some other stuff, and really it was just it's just a really good time. We had a very good time. Yeah, I noticed there wasn't too much that blew up, which was good, in the VTubing community, which was really, really good. I was very happy about that. Yeah, so I know I need to do a Dropbox link on my stuff for my stuff for the duck, the Goose Duck collab. That might be something I'm adding onto there. I just do Dropbox folder. So I'm going to be doing a little bit of checking off on my checklist. Yeah, so I've been doing that. One of the big things I got off my checklist this week, or today, was actually my stuff for school, like getting a list together for school of things I need or things I want. So that was really, really fun to, get all together. So I've been working on that, which has been awesome. I need to get through some of my stuff for my license and that sort of thing, but that will all come with time. That's kind of how I'm feeling at this moment. It'll all come with time. It'll be all good. We'll get all this stuff done. So yeah, it'll be good. Man, I was watching some of the things on Twitter, and I was watching some stuff on Twitter, and one of the things was a comparison about 9-to-5 jobs and being a content creator or a Twitch streamer or a VTuber or stuff like that. Like, which one is harder? And so this is really nuanced, and I mean, this is a pretty nuanced take from my end. Doing content creation since about starting 2021 kind of ish, and dealing with having a 9-to-5, or even having a different type of job than most people. So this is my nuanced take about this. So some people are saying that 9-to-5s they're saying that content creation is harder than 9-to-5. I agree and disagree. And I agree and disagree because there are certain 9-to-5 jobs, or there are certain jobs out there that are way, 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 way more difficult than being a content creator. And I hate to say it that way. The thing with content creation that people should know, and they don't really know and understand, is that content creators can learn everything from doing everything online. They have so many teaching resources that other jobs just do not have. And I think that's one of the biggest reasons why content creation for me has been so easy. And that is because I go and I listen to YouTube videos from other content creators who have been there before me. I see how they are able to navigate the space, and even other things. It's only the thing about that's the hardest about content creation is that at first it's just you. It really is just you. You are going and making the videos. You are making the posts. You are making everything in content creation. Depends on, when it comes to VTubing, it also depends on if you are a content, also it depends on model stuff. If you're the one making the model, if you're the one going and doing everything, like even just a little bit of everything. Most VTubers, they are able to commission out stuff, which is great. It's great for time management, which is probably the hardest thing about having a 9-to-5 is, and balancing it between content creation. What is your time management like? Where are you going to do downtime? Where are you going to do content creation? That sort of stuff. Hi Jeannie, how are you doing? So that's one of those things like I am cognizant about. Some 9-to-5s are very, very stressful. Personally, content creation and streaming is not stressful for me. I take it at my own pace. I do a lot of time management, and I do look at my analytics and I see what works and what doesn't, but I am taking notes. I am scheduling things out. So it's not that hard for me. For some people, it might be really hard. Time management is really hard. It's a really hard soft skill that a lot of people don't have. So is public speaking. Public speaking is a very hard skill to go and create and get good at. And so it is one of those things like I had to learn. I still am learning this to this day. I think my public speaking has really helped me with my other job, which is actually teaching. When it comes to 9-to-5s that are super stressful, I'm gonna say, my customer service people, my fast food people, my, you guys, my retail people, my retail warriors, you guys are my goats. Like, literally, there's a certain person that can really thrive in those environments. I am not that person. There are certain people that absolutely love it. I am not that person. I am pretty introverted, so it's kind of like one of those things, like, just doesn't, and it's very repetitive sometimes. It just doesn't help me. Some people, they really thrive on it. I know my boyfriend thrives on his customer service job, which is crazy, but he's really good at it, and also, like, I can see where he is going with it, and that's awesome. That's awesome for him. But for me, that it just didn't work. Other jobs that are very, like, I'm going to say, kudos to my social workers and my income maintenance workers. My God, you guys, that's probably one of the hardest jobs out there. Being a public servant and helping people that way. Again, it's one of those things, like, it's just so difficult for people. I'll even say I've had numerous jobs. One of the jobs that I had, that I will say was super hard, I could not do, it was telephone sales. Could not be a telephone salesperson to save my life. I'm just really honest. It's just sometimes really just scummy, and I just can't do it. And so, like, with me, selling myself has always been an issue. Is there a rare siren stream? Is that a rare siren stream? I'm trying so hard to go and stream more. And I'm talking about 9 to 5s, and it's like, is a 9 to 5 harder than content creation? And the answer is yes and no. My job now that so my job right now with what I'm doing, it's like the most mind-numbing job ever. Like, I will say it is super, super hard. It's not super hard to do, which is cute. Being a quality control tester, not that hard. I just put my 2 weeks in. But the job that I am gonna have is super stressful, but I also love it, and that is teaching. Being a teacher, I'm gonna say, is way harder than a content creator, because with teachers, you are the content creator 100% of the time. It is like being a small content creator all of the time. You do not have a team. Your team is your admin and sometimes your coworkers, but really, it's all on you. Like, you're the one presenting. You're the one making the subject matter. Sometimes people will be super good. They'll have stuff on teachers pay teachers, that kind of stuff. But it's hard to keep, I hate to say it, it's hard to keep people engaged. And that's kind of the same thing when it comes to streaming. You gotta keep people engaged in order to be a good streamer. And that's one of those things, like, it's a skill that you learn. And so when people say content creation is hard, yeah, it is, but I also think that being a teacher is, like, harder and you have more stress. Being a content creator, I've also never broken up a fight inside my classroom. So, or inside my chat. So that's kind of something. And also, I've never gone and broken fights up outside where there's potential weapons and stuff. So, I mean, that's something. So, you know, that's something that a lot of teachers deal with on a daily basis. I'm kind of glad that my environment is going to be different this time. It's a lot smaller environment, so it's hopefully going to be less stressful than it was before. And that's kind of the thing, like, with, this is the thing I love about teaching. And this is the same as content creation. Same thing with content creators. I set aside time for art, but this week has been more about recovery. I feel that. And that's something that I had to learn for both content creation and for teaching. Both, you need to set aside time for recovery, because you never know what's going to burn you out. So my biggest thing that burnt me out as a teacher was that I was doing way too much. Sometimes as a content creator, you do the same thing. You do way too much. You put too much on your plate. And it all is all about the recovery process. So giving yourself time to, let's say, this is my time. I'm doing things during this time. I'm not doing things any other time. It's really hard. It's really hard to do. And so as a content creator and as a teacher, you kind of have to do that. I worked outside my contract hours way too much when I was a teacher the first time. This time, yeah, no, I'm working only during my contract hours. I have esports one of the days. That's it. Only during contract hours. Not during the weekend, where I'm not during the weekend. I'm not going to be grading during the weekend. I'm not going to be doing anything like that. Just during contract hours. And that's the thing that I think more and more people need to do. They need to find a place where they can go and do some recovery. And yeah, so that's my soapbox. Also, the best thing about teaching, and the same thing about art, is that you can go, and the best thing about content creation too, is that you can go and you can info dump pretty much anything you want and make it relevant to your topic. So I have done that many, many times. I've info dumped like crazy. And it, you know, it is what it is. That's why being a secondary teacher is pretty amazing, because you can go and if you're like me and you are very much so a person who really, really, really likes a certain topic, you can info dump. And it's just like and then it's just like, it's relevant to all the topics. So I have like history and knowledge about art history. That is one of my degrees, art history. The other one is marketing. So it's kind of like, yeah, I have all of these topics and that I love, and I like to bring those into my classes. That's something that I try to make it so that I go and bring it into my class because I love it so much. Elementary school teachers, I gotta tell you, I could not do that at all. Like, however many things that they always do. Um, People look at me and they're crazy, and they think that me having 3 preps is crazy, but, or 3 different classes is crazy. But, it's not that bad. I'm like, it's not that bad, guys. So it's one of those things, like, you just have to learn. You have to learn what you can take, what your what your stuff is about, like, what all of your things are about. So, yeah, I am doing this piece of art now for Captain Horror. I'm trying to see if my time lapse is on. Yes, it is. And he wanted this character done from this horror movie. 20 minutes of work to go. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, my work week will start tomorrow. And again, I put my 2 weeks notice in because I get to start my new job end of August. So that's really, really neat, really cool, really awesome. So I'm really excited I'm actually like so excited about that, to be honest. It is really, really exciting for me in particular. I've been wanting to work, and I'm just glad that I'm getting that opportunity again. Um, especially as a doing what I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna be teaching digital media. So that's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be awesome. And so we just like to vibe here. Oh shit, I didn't put the music on. I haven't used my degree since graduation. COVID saw to that. Yeah, that's kind of how my stuff started. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to use both my degrees. It's funny, with teaching, I have been able to use both degrees. Especially now, since I'm teaching digital media and I'm also teaching digital art. Currently, IT industry is declining. Yeah, I know. It sucks. My thing is that I actually ended up getting this first an art class job. But now I actually got myself I'm actually my categorization is career and technical education now. So I'm actually a little bit safer. And I actually had a digital art job, a digital art class. So that was one of those things. Like, I was very much. It was interesting. It was interesting. The problem with my job, that the art job I had before, the art class I had before, was that they were not listening. A lot of the teachers that I had did not listen to my issues with what was going on. Because I was teaching both visual and digital art in a classroom that was way too small for me. And the classroom that I had, I would have been fine with just teaching regular, like digital art, because I had computers. But the problem is that I had issues with the visual art aspect, because these people expected me to have all of these things to do my classes, which unfortunately wasn't the case. They kind of cannibalized that before I came there. And then my room was way too small. They basically had this area, like, I was teaching watercolor painting in the same room as digital art, which was crazy. I was planning to do game dev one day. My degree is in infosys, but yeah, about to say in basic accounting and legal. Okay, cool. That's awesome. Yeah, I did some accounting stuff, actually. So I kind of know that, like, area in industry. But yeah, it's just crazy. It's just like, yeah, I know the IT industry is declining, though. They have laid off. It was so funny. Back in the day, they told all of us that it's like, oh yeah, IT, it's gonna be so good and everything, and blah 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 blah. You know, you're gonna have good jobs and everything. I've only known, like, one person that has really succeeded in IT, unfortunately. So that is one of those things, like, I have noticed. It's also quite funny that all of my friends that were going to go into teaching didn't left teaching. Meanwhile, here's me going back in because I'm a sucker. I'm a sucker for it. But the thing is, I don't have a teaching degree, so I'm kind of like, I like it because I like it. I actually do like, I do like what I do. So, let's see here. He's kind of, I do like what I'm doing. And actually, I'm going to do a teaching class on Twitch this week, believe it or not. Which is going to be awesome. But one of the crazy things, though, what I have to do is learning game engine language, digital art to make my assets. Yep. And music comp. Yeah, I did music comp actually which was I did music comp in high school because I was like really part of band, like, because I was like an honors band. So I, like, totally know about the music comp, and then obviously the art stuff, because yeah, that's just me being that kind of that kind of person. But yeah, it is. I would not know about ancient languages, even though I will probably have to learn a little bit about that pretty soon, actually, because what I'm teaching now is actually game art and design. So I would be like, yeah, I know the art part for sure. That's the part that I know. That's the part that I'm like pretty fucking awesome at. The other parts, not so much. I know coding, but I'm terrible at web programming. It was funny, when I was a kid, you know, when, because I'm a dirty millennial, when I was a kid, I had Neopets. And so Neopets, they have these guilds and stuff. And so the guilds, we had to program like our own websites and stuff. So I learned web design at a very young age. I was programming websites when I was like 10 years old, which was insane, insanity. But I wanted my guild. I wanted to do the guilds thing, and it was all like Sailor Moon shit, because that was my obsession back in the day. My obsession, Sailor Moon shit. So I very much knew web programming back in the day. Now, I upped my stuff when I had a Tumblr page, but, I wasn't that much of a Tumblr girly. Like, people who were, like, really into Tumblr, like, I know some people who are really into Tumblr. I'm doing that. I'm kind of doing my... This is just a sketch that I'm doing right now. But yeah, I wasn't like an ex-Tumblr girly though. I did not. But I did use Tumblr for my pages, for my my stuff for cosplay. Because I was a cosplayer. I was. There we go, there's like a little dip. Dip-de-doo. One thing that's important in my specialty is how to plan, how to probe someone. Yep. Yeah, how to plan is like having the ability to plan is probably one of the biggest things that I can tell people to get good at. That and time management. Time management's also like, if you get good at time management, all your problems will be solved. Like I literally look at people and I'm like, did you it's like, do you have a planner? And then they're like, no. And I'm like, get one. Like, literally, that is my answer to, like, most things in life. Like, do you have a planner? No? Get one. So that is something, like, I am very, very big about. I know I haven't streamed in a bit, though. I'm like, oh man, this art is looking rough. But you know what? It's okay. kind of blocking in where my shadows go too. Because when I do like some of my other stuff on this, it will, you guys will see. There is the ad. Yep. Gives me an auto alert about the ad. There we go. Let's see here. There we go. There's the ad. Thank you for staying with me. I really appreciate it. I know it's gonna be quite a bit. So I feel like I need to move his head a bit because his head has got a little tilt to it. My advice is putting in the comments what the piece of code is meant. Yeah, exactly. Oh my gosh. Notes are like super important. If you are not good at leaving notes for people, oh yeah, no, that's super sucky. That's super sucky. I know that from experience. I tell this to everybody anyways. Document everything. Document everything because you never know. You never ever know. This is life-saving advice, folks. Especially because some dumbass can go and be like, oh, I didn't see. Some dumbass can be like, I don't know. And then completely fuck things up. It's just like, don't fuck things up. Yeah. A paper trail is also good practice because yes, exactly. Paper trails are fantastic. Always have paper trails. Not even just stealing work. As a teacher, I've had like students go and try to gaslight their parents like big time. So like, I'm gonna tell you, the gaslighting on these teenagers, the audacity, guys. The audacity. So I've looked at like, I've had moments where I have looked at a teenager and I was just like, fucking really? You said that to your parents? And because I've literally had parents like, oh my gosh, my kid is telling me that you aren't grading anything. I'm like, excuse me? Excuse me? And I'm like, I always grade. It's like, I always grade. It's just like, all my grading is up to date. And it's just like, I'm just like the audacity of these kids. So yeah, it's kind of like that too. So I've had a lot of moments where I just like the audacity of these people. So there we go. Yeah, but paper trail's amazing. And then you can go and literally slap some paper onto an admin's desk because the admin's always gonna go and be like, the parent's always right, blah, 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 which is not true. And then I'm just like, boom. Like, here you go. It's like, I have done everything that you need me to do. And also it keeps you from being in trouble too. Like, I've had moments where I literally looked at my admin and were like, the fuck, you want me to do what? And one of those moments was changing kids' grades. Because they didn't like the grades from my kids. And I was just like, I'm not changing shit. And I told them I literally was like, yeah, if you want me to change my grades, you can change them yourself. Like, I literally said that to them. Because once, like, you have decided on something, you're just like, your admin just needs to back you up. So, if you're pressured to go and change something, because, like, grades, yeah, fuck them. I've had moments like that where I've literally said, fuck them. Because it's just like, yeah, these kids don't earn, like, it's just like, it was just like the point of, like, a kid not earning their grade. I've had a lot of kids where they wouldn't earn, like, they can't, like, they wouldn't earn their grade because they haven't done shit all year. And I'm like, and I'm of that person of, yeah, if you don't turn shit in, you don't earn your grade. Is like, excuse me. I am trying so hard. I'm the type that can slack off because I prepare a way ahead of time. Exactly. I do that too, honestly. I'm like the ultra prepping planner. It's a little crazy. It's a little crazy. Just a tiny bit crazy. For me to learn, I need something practical. Yeah, and that's what I do. It's funny, I am one of those people that I tell people, like, when it comes to learning styles, I totally understand learning styles because I am one that I have to do it in order for me to learn. I have to go and physically touch something or physically look at it in order for me to, like, get myself really invested in it. So that's something that I understand. And I try to incorporate that stuff. Like, I know, like, with art and for programming and that kind of stuff, being able to actually go and do the thing, like having tutorials, that kind of stuff, and following along with that tutorial helps me tremendously. That's how I've been learning Live 2D, actually. I follow tutorials, and I see what other people do, and then I'm like, oh shit, I can do it with this, and this. This is gonna look like shit. But that's something that I have learned in the, like, from going and, from myself. So, like, it's not about, and half the time for kids these days, I'm gonna have to say this, half the time with kids these days with learning, it's not the fact that they can't learn, it's that they won't learn, or they don't give it a chance, or they go and they just don't do their work. It's like half the time, and that's kind of the issue, is that they don't do it, and is like, they, most of the time, it's just like, oh shit, you, like, and then after they do it, and they do it right, like, they actually do all the tutorial steps, that kind of stuff, they're like, oh shit, this is not that bad, and it's just like, yeah, I know. It's like, yeah, I know, it's not that bad. So, it's kind of like one of those moments where you're just like, why are you fighting me on this? But most of the time, the kids these days too are more invested in things like material possessions, looking at, like, influencers, that sort of stuff. They don't care about, learning. They don't care about school. And it's kind of like, to me, I'm like, dude, dude, I mean, I was excited about leaving high school, but it was more because I wanted to. I wanted to go to college. I wanted to do this. These kids just want to kind of just sit at home, and I hate to say it, they want to be. Most people want to be like influencers, and they don't understand what it means to be an influencer, or what it means to be a content creator, or stuff like that. And I'm like telling them, I'm like, dudes, I'm living the life right now. I'm a teacher. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. Blah 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 blah. And yep, nothing. They want to be, and they want to be nuisance streamers. That's what's going on. Because I had one kid in my class, I absolutely despised him. Hated his guts. Like, he was just an asshole. I know. And I literally was just like, I asked him, like, one day, I was just like, dude, what do you want to do with your life? And he was just like, I want to be a nuisance streamer. And I was just like, yikes. I know, exactly. Meanwhile, one nuisance streamer is in a Philippine jail and another one is in a Korean jail. I know, exactly. Exactly. It's like, yeah, they don't get it. And I'm like, this guy was an asshole anyways. Like, he would probably be a good nuisance streamer. I hate to say it that way. But, like, he just wasn't funny at all. I was just like, dude, you're not even funny. Like, I even said that to his... I even said that to his face. Yeah, not yet, exactly. I even said that to his face one time. I was just like, you're not even funny. I was just like, you're just like an asshole. You're not even funny. And I know. I'm like so real. I'm too real with my kids. If I like you or not, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm just gonna be like, you're not even funny. So, I had some kids who were, like, super, like, they were, like, making businesses, that kind of stuff. I was like, okay, cool, I will totally support that. And then you had other kids who were selling snacks and shit, so, I know, it's, definitely different times for sure, because half the time I look at these kids and stuff, and I'm like, oh my, I would have totally got my ass beat. I totally would have got my ass beat. Just, I know that from a fact. My parents would have beat my ass, like, multiple times if I pulled the shit that these kids pulled. So, I know, of all the crazy shit. And then... my esports kids, though, like, when because I coach as well, I coach esports, my esports kids were fantastic, though. They were, like, all just good people. Like, I literally just looked at my kids, and I was just like, you're a good person, you're gonna be fine. Like, those are the kids that I will ride or die with you. But yeah, I will call somebody out in a heartbeat. I'm not afraid to do that. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, I figure, like, that's coming, though. The Johnny Smalley thing is definitely coming, though. I know the Vitale. That's the one that's in the Filipino. But yeah, these people, these kids, like they don't. It's just like you look at it and you're just like, really, you're gonna be like this. I know. He kind of looks a little like Squidward. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know about this man. Oh shit. Okay. Okay. He looks less Squidwardy. Okay. I know, it's just... There you go. I've seen some real terrible examples that adults are willing to defend. Oh my god, yeah. I cannot... People will notice this. I cannot stand Hassan Piker and Frogan. I've told people this multiple times. I'm like, I cannot stand them. It's one of those things, like, I just think that they're crap people. And, being through things like mass shooting events and stuff, I'm just like, guys, this is what propagates that. I'm like, why are you being like the anti-Semitic stuff? It's just like so bad, and I'll be the first one to tell you that because I was there at the Tree of Life synagogue stuff. Wild West civility in those times. Exactly. I grew up in the old days of the internet too. Exactly. Like, you had... I was like one of the original 4chaners. Like, you had some civility to things. It's just like, yeah, we know. If you are an older person, you know. It's just like, there are some codes of conduct that you had. And, like, even in the streaming space, you had, I started streaming, like, doing a lot of streams when I was in, like, 2021. But I did, I streamed off and on, like, in the early 2010s. Like, yeah, there's stuff that you didn't say. There's stuff that you didn't do. And unfortunately, I feel like that's just going away. And it's so sad. Because I've talked to my parents about this too. And I was just like, yeah, there is a code of conduct that, yeah. There's not like the code of conduct people push into social media, and that's just disgusting. Exactly. And so, like, and this was like, and I've been around the internet before social media happened. And so it was a much different place. It was such a different place back then. And, like, I mean, there's things that I will say that, probably messed me up big time, but other things that I have looked at and I'm like, dude, this is way, way, way different. So, let's see here. I'm trying to... Just way different now than it was back in the day. And again, it's so... being like an older person on the internet now, I'm an older person on the internet, like, there's also the thing too is that there's not many kid spaces anymore. And I was telling my boyfriend this too about, like, I was just like, remember when we had like Neopets and like we had Neopets and we had things like Gaia Online, and you know, we were able to like meet people like kind of our age. I'm just like, and he was like, yeah, I remember that. I remember those times. I'm like, yeah, like kids now, they just don't have that. I hate like what kids now have. It's just, it's so sad because like I'm like looking at my, like I have baby cousins and I'm looking at them and I'm just like, damn, that sucks. Like you don't have like the space that you can go and like, you know, talk to like other kids your age. And I mean, you know, half those people probably were not kids, but I met a lot of people my age actually, of all the crazy things. And they turned out to be like my best friends. Like they're like still my best, like still some of my best friends to this day. And my boyfriend is one of those people that I got to meet online, of all the crazy things back in the day. So I mean that's something that's crazy. In my principle of use of pronouns and use of honorifics, yeah, there's a level of respect and placement in social circles of individuals. Yeah, like, I understand that. I understand that for sure. I have a lot of trans friends, trans family members, actually. So, like, that's something that's kind of, you know, like, I basically am like, I will respect you. It's just like, I will respect you, period. There's a lot of just not respect in the world, unfortunately, and that sucks. And, you know, my thing on my rules, I actually have rules for my streaming is like, yeah, just don't be an asshole. Is if you're gonna be an asshole, yeah, just don't do it. Just don't do it. Don't be an asshole. And I'll tell you if you're an asshole. That's kind of how I look at it. I will tell you if you're an asshole. I'll tell it to your in your I'll tell you. I'll be like, yeah, you're being an asshole to your face. That's kind of how I look at that in my. But I mean, I grew up so my little southern accent. Yeah, I grew up in the deep south. And yeah, my family, we're pretty progressive actually. And yeah, we just got to the point where we're just like, we look at people like, yeah, just be a good person. Like, don't be like, that's like the thing. It's just like, just be a good person. There's like a lot of people out there that they just don't want to be good people. Apparently it's better to be an asshole than a good person. And that's kind of where it is now. And it's sad. And that's why so many people have like so many mental health issues and stuff. Is because there's more and more people just being assholes. It's like, if more people weren't assholes, it would be a lot better. My hot take of the day. I know that that's probably not super. I know my stuff is like, yeah, it may be popular. It's okay. But I would rather bother using preferred way of address if they earn my individual's respect. Yeah, I mean, but then there's like other times. I'm gonna tell you. A lot of the culture now, especially with kids, is that, you know, like when we were kids, we were taught, you know, treat your elders well, treat like your teachers well, that kind of stuff. Like now, there's so many people, people that have taught their kids like that their teacher has to earn their respect. That's to earn like the kids' respect. And it's just like, really? Yeah, treat others the way you want to be treated. That is pretty much my philosophy. But yeah, there's so many parents out there have told their kids specifically that their teacher must earn their respect. And so you have all these kids that are coming in with like attitudes already. It's just like, really? It's like, I just said hello to you. It's just like, I didn't do anything to you. It's like, you crazy kid. It's like, why you being upset with me? But that is what it is, unfortunately. And I've dealt with that way too much. Why I'm going back to this, I have no idea, but you know, it is what it is. Let's see here. That's the wet wash. Wet blotting ink. Okay. Those are my wet brushes. Wash, dry wash. Round mixing brush. Paint and apply. Okay. Yeah, so alright, we're gonna do this. Yeah. I'll be prepping for a mock cut so I won't respond for bait. I like my situational awareness. I don't blame you. I don't blame you because I am the same way when it comes to that kind of stuff. I am one of those people that I like paying attention to my surroundings. I don't like going and doing walks. Like, you know, I won't go and do a walk like completely blind because yeah. We need more military schools, to be honest. Maybe. Okay, here we go. And then I'm just doing some color in. I don't like keeping eye contact with people unless I'm on military formation situation. I feel you. It's just like the safety aspect. It's just so unsafe now. And so in certain places that I'm just like, yeah, I gotta keep my eyes out. It's just crazy stuff. Okay, and I'm gonna blend it. Blend. No, I'm not gonna blend it. Maybe fingertip? Yeah. I tried to enlist some some years ago didn't work. I actually thought about it, actually. That was one of those things, like, I thought about it one time, enlisting. I have a lot of family that are military, and I was just like that. I was like down on my luck. I like really had no idea what I wanted to do. And so I had like a lot of, you know, it was just a lot at one time. And so I really thought about it at one point, and did I do it? No. But I really appreciate those who enlist. I have a lot of friends who've enlisted. A lot of good friends who are doing, like, just really cool things with everything. Okay, there we go. Just like, man. Let's see here. I'm doing some basic stuff here. Basic blending, basic blurring. Blurring, basic, yeah. Yeah. I'm very more mellow outside of work. I get frequent. I feel that guys, my sleep deprivation right now is crazy. And that's because I think it's because of my recent my diagnosis. If you guys didn't know, I just got diagnosed, and this probably explains a whole lot. A whole lot. I actually got diagnosed with, I got myself diagnosed with, some type 2 diabetes. So, I'm pretty sure that's one of the things. Just to maintain rifles prevents me from aiming. Yeah, I had some friends and stuff that they actually got themselves into the they were able to get into, oh gosh, the Air Force. So they are Air Force people, and you know what? I'm like, good for them. They are doing a lot of actually they're doing a lot of intelligence work. I have like a couple of friends who do like intelligence work, which I'm like, that's crazy. That's crazy that I know all these people who are fucking spies, basically. I'm like, why do I know spies? Why do I know US government spies? Like, well, I had a 99 SAVAB. Type 2 diabetes sucks and your body's not responding to insulin. Yeah, exactly. So I have some insulin issues, I guess. I know it's you know, it's something that I'm just dealing with it. That's kind of how I feel. I'm just dealing with it at this point. and it's tough, it's difficult. But you know what? I am really trying my hardest. It's very much a thing that I am learning to live with. I will say the good news is that I have a lot of support from my friends and family. But the other thing is that I have a lot of, I've gotten a lot of things like that, you know. Time for walk, cool. Have good walk. Be careful. Be careful out there. But I have like a good, support base. That's like the best thing. I'm gonna tell you guys, having a good support base will saves a lot of things. My friends and family, they've been very, very good to me about it. Especially my family. My family's been very good to me about all this. I'm going back on it because I need to go and do this a different way. No. Okay. So, alright, cool. We're just gonna do it this way then. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna do it this way. Okay. My fam has been like, my mom has been like #1 for me on it. She is like on top of me about it, like ridiculously on top of me about it. And then I know my mom and dad, my dad has, you know, he's just like, yeah, join the club, and I'm like, yeah, I know. It's because I get it from his side of the family, so it's like, it's all good. It's all good. I'm trying not to get them to worry too much. So, there we go. And I'm gonna add a white line. Pitch soft. Yeah, we're gonna add the white line here. And then we're gonna add the flare right here. Yeah. There we go. And then, okay. And now I'm gonna put this behind it. And the reasoning why is that I messed up. Messed up at the beginning. It's okay. It's like, it's okay, I fucked up. And then, Captain, because I know that you were, because I didn't know where you were up there. I know that that's a thing. Yeah. I don't blame you on the moving though. New start, new you. No, Norfolk. Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah, Virginia Beach area. Or kind of close to it. I know where you are. I know where you are. I have a good friend who's over close to that area. So Tidewater. Okay, yeah. I know where you are. Yeah, I have a friend who goes to Tidewater Comic-Con. So I love that so much to do there. Yeah, exactly. I know exactly where you are. I have friends who go over there. My family goes over there for vacation, that kind of stuff. So it'll all work out. That's kind of how I look at it. It'll all work out. That's how I always look at things. It'll all work out. My boyfriend, Stanley, is getting his driver's license more right now. So, we excited about that. We are so excited about that. He had to deal, because he's originally from Boston, so he never really had to drive. So having this time to go and, you know, be able to learn how to drive. Like, he was learning how to drive this week. It was so awesome. It is so awesome. So, he's so Boston provides so much public transport. Yes, exactly, and that's what he had. He did a lot of public transport, and so his dad also. They only had one family car, so like his dad had the family car all the time, so he really didn't need to drive. Now that he's down here, he was learning how to drive. It is so good. It was so good. He's done such a good job with it. He also had like a bad experience driving before, so this is just like, this is basically his redemption arc, and I'm so proud of him. And we love that for everybody. It's just like, yes. Yes. And then here's the darker. Yep. So he was doing some pretty, so I was teaching him how to drive a little bit, this week, and yeah, it's getting there. It's getting there. He's doing good. He's doing really good. Once he learns how to drive, he really wants to move in, which is understandable. He's getting to the point where he's just like, yeah, I just can't live with my dad anymore. And I'm like, I don't blame you. So we'll see how my streaming goes from there. I know that it will probably change a little bit, but that's okay. It'll change for the better. It's changing for the better, guys. So we are doing, yeah, having, you know, doing like the changes for the better. But yeah, he had so much public transport that, oh shit. He had so much public transport, like, he's had so much public transport, like, it wasn't worth it, and now it is. And he made it like a goal for him to get it done before he goes to Boston again, because he wants to have like a little road trip with his bestie. And I'm like, oh my god, that's so awesome. So he's gonna have a road trip with his bestie, and they're gonna go to the Basketball Hall of Fame. So I'm like, I love this for you guys. I love this for you guys. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. He was doing really well, because I've been teaching him. He's been doing really well with it. So we'll see if he passes the test. If he gets it in the next month or so, it'll be good. It'll be awesome. It'll be awesome. Yeah. We're getting good on this. We're trying to. I'm trying to do. I had when my computer reset, I had to change, like, my brushes and stuff are way different right now. So So that's one of the reasons why I'm like, this is taking me a little bit longer, but it's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Yeah. Gonna up a little bit of the light. There we go. There we go. There we go. And no, this is getting there. And then what's funny is I made a choice to make a move back home without influence. Nice. Now that's awesome. And that's awesome that your family is like super excited about it. That always makes you feel better, because it's just like, yeah, I made the right choice. Cause I know, like, when I was moving and stuff like that, my parents were happy that I decided to stay here, because I had the opportunity to possibly stay up in Pittsburgh, but I chose not to. I would love to. I'd love to go back, but yeah. But it probably makes you feel better. My sister told her she let the best moves go before I even told them both. Nice. And that probably made you feel a lot better. I know that's... It's hard. It's hard to, you know, think about that kind of stuff. There we go. I'm doing some shading. If you guys are wondering, this and like doing my other stuff is basically on my list. It's just on the list of things to do. Now, I had some friends who recently moved to that it was just better for them to go back and like just kind of come back and just reassess everything. Which sometimes you need. Like, people don't realize that. Sometimes you just need a reset. One of my best friends, she did that. Like, she had like a mad nasty, like super mad, super nasty, relationship. And she actually took the leap and moved to Pennsylvania, like backwoods Pennsylvania. And that was the best decision of her life. I was so excited for her. Like, best decision of her life. She basically now has a family and has a kiddo, and they bought 7 acres of wildlife land in Pennsylvania just to go and be like a refuge. And I'm just like, girl, that's awesome. She's like, there you go. I am very much just trying to like the Poconos. Yeah, she's over by the Poconos. Yeah, she's a little bit further. But yeah, she's like in the backwoods. Hi Carl, how you doing? Yeah, she's like in the backwoods, like really backwoods. And I'm like, girl, I could never, but she's like the best, like she's like the best one for it. I'm like, dude, that is awesome. That is awesome for you. And I know, like, again, I could never, but like she like does archery hunting. Like, she's one of those people. Like, she lives off the land. I'm like, girl, I that is awesome. Like, I'm so jelly. I'm so jelly that, you know, of people who can do that. Me, I cannot. Me, I like modern conveniences way too much. Too much, too much. And I'm just doing my thing right now. If you guys are wondering, I'm just doing my thing right now. Go. This is kind of what I will work on a little. Oh. This is just shading, shading, shading. There we go. Thank you. I appreciate it. I am actually going to be teaching art this week, actually, on stream of all the crazy things. It's going to be, yeah, I'm literally like, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I'm really excited. I am going to be teaching for the first time on stream. It's going to be really neat, really cool. I am very, very excited about it. And yeah, I highly, highly, highly recommend, if you like art or you want to learn something new, to join me during that time, because it's going to be really cool. It's going to be really neat. I do a lot of anime art and stuff, so this is a little bit out of my comfort zone, but in like a good way. In like a good way, because I do need to practice realism. See, practicing is good. Practicing is fine. This is... There we go. And then we're going to get rid of that line. And we're going to blend in this. Yeah. Yeah. I swear the eyes look terrifying. I mean, it's supposed to look terrifying, so that's good. You probably could have done the art in a chibi style. Yeah. But I need to practice realism. I need to practice the realism. I know my chibis are super cute, though. It's like... practicing is such a good thing for me. So... Oh. 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 I am buffering. I am buffering. I know. I'm buffering. I'm buffering. I know. I definitely... I have made so much of so many things like that. It's like, yes, I want to do more. I have a lot of those. Sketch softs. There we go. Time to end stream. No, not yet. I have too much to do. So much to do, guys. You don't even know. I am actually a sea witch. So, I'm a sea witch. Because that's my lore. Got my little bit of lore that I have. I am a pretty sea witch. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I'm just a fish out of water. It's okay. I'm just a fish. Got the fish. Let's see here. No, I've been doing this for years and years and years, and so like get the stuff. There we go. We're gonna make this a little bit darker. Yeah. There we go. Oh, my alert for my ads are coming up soon. My ad alert. I have little alerts like that. I've made most of my stuff though, like on my stream. Like, if you all are like, if you all wonder, like, how the heck I've done some of this stuff, I do make some tutorials and stuff. I try to go and make more. It's just hard. It's just really hard. Being the only person. I'm like, oh gosh, yes. And then, you know, I try to do as much as I possibly can. It's as much as I possibly can. Just like, yep, There you go. And then we're gonna blend that in. Okay. He's looking pretty decent, actually, like, that part. I'm just, like, doing shadows and highlights and that kind of stuff. And then we got the rest. So, yeah, shadows, highlights. There we go. There we go. And then I know it's quite a lot of stuff, but there you go. But if you like art, you would like my channel. That's basically how I look at it. If you just like to vibe, these are some good vibe streams. I play some games on stream. Like, I was debating on playing some Zenless because, yeah, that's what I normally play. Especially because I'm a little obsessed with it. It's okay. But there you go. And then there we go. I'm just trying to there we go. Cool. Like, when people ask you what you want drawn for, do you do Do you like when they request something that could be difficult? Yeah, I actually do, because these are more for practice for me. I will say, like, that's why I really like it when people are like, I want something like super difficult. I'm like, sweet, I'm totally here for the practice, because it's not, for me, it's not about, it's like, these are all about practice for me, because I know, like, and this is also a good warm-up for me too. If I'm doing an art like this, like a difficult art, it makes me think, and then I'm like in art mode then I'll be like in art mode, which is like the best thing for me. I know a lot of artists might not like it, but I love it. I'm like, hell yeah, difficult stuff. So that's why, like, when you said, oh yeah, you could have done a chibi, I'm just like, no, I want something difficult. I want to do difficult. So that's why I'm like, all for it. I'm like, oh hell yeah. So yeah, doing something realism is, because I think everybody knows I normally draw anime, so it's like, yeah, drawing something realistic, awesome, cool. So, and then I'm also using only like a couple layers on this too, which makes it even harder for me, because I use like 10,000 layers. So again, I up the difficulty level for myself, but that's okay. I am fine with that. So, like, I love it when people are like, because I swear, Chaos does it. Chaos will up the difficult for me. If I go and I do something, he'll be like, yeah, and then it's just like, awesome, cool. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. So yeah, there's a lot of just shading. Yeah, that's why I'm like, yeah, this is gonna be like really cool. And this one, I just wanted to do shading. This is like a shadow and light kind of challenge for me. So that's kind of where I wanted to go with it. Even like the reds and stuff, it's just shadow and light. So I know that that's kind of a interesting kind of take on it, but it's kind of a black and white kind of deal. But again, I like the challenge. I really like the challenge, actually. I'm never like, oh my gosh, please, no. Trust me, I'll only do that if you're like, I want something super lewd. Then I'll be like, then I'm like, no. There are children on my stream. How do I know that? Because they've told me that they're my kids. I'm like, oh no. And then it's just like, so like some of these things, like with like the folds and stuff, make me really think. So that's like this is the good thing. This is, so I feel like he's getting like he's going really there. So I'm going to add like another layer. And this is just, I kind of just want to go and give like a textured pen background. Just like a cool looking background. Like, just draw all the lewds. Maybe if I had, or yeah, the mature 18 plus or something, draw all the lewds. Maybe. There we go. I think he looks good though. I'm gonna save it, send it to you. I think that actually looks pretty good though. I get to post this tomorrow. That's what I'm gonna do. Get to post it tomorrow. Export that time lapse. There we go. And then 30 seconds, size 9:6. So I can go and put this on my thing. Let's see here. I might just get a just chatting, or not my just chatting, but like my screen for my other stuff. Dropbox on that one. Send this to you. Head pats. I got head pats. They'll probably be like under co-working or something like that, or just chatting. There we go. Send this to you. Adding the things to everything. No, I like the difficult challenge. That's kind of, I know people may be like, what? I like it. And I wanted to do some shading. Where is it? Where do you go? There you go. There it is. I'll send it. And I'm gonna put this in my... There's like a little area that I like. Or I'm gonna change the stream on here. My stream info. Okay. It's gonna be under... I think it's co-working. Yeah, co-working and studying. Okay, cool. Because basically now you are co-working with me. So. We're just gonna do this. Sorry about that, folks. Oh my goodness. So, now this is where I get to do all of my other stuffies. So, I'm going to throw my content, because I have a commission folder. I'm going to throw that and put a new file in. And it's just like, yay, I did it. Like, yay, I did it. There we go. You're going to insert that, make that the cover, and then adding it to my area, my finished area. So that's one thing done. Next thing. So the next thing that I will do, because that's a... Let me change my music, because I probably have the music. My background music, yeah. And you guys are just still on my stream mix and everything? Cool. So it's not competing. Let's see here. Art cloud done. I need to make my schedule. So, Figma. Set time. Come on. Set my time. Reset. Yep, the set. Yep. Okay, 20th. Okay, 20. No stream Monday, but I have a stream Tuesday and Wednesday. No stream Thursday. Stream on Friday. Stream on Saturday. Okay. This is gonna be a busy week, guys. This is gonna be a real busy week, guys. So if you guys are wondering what I use for my scheduling, I actually use working. I actually use Figma, and I have like this thing called VT schedule, and I use that to go and work on my stuff. And so I did like a little bit of a tutorial on that before, but it's pretty easy. The stuff. Okay, so Tuesday is going to be live 2D rigging. Wednesday is going to be art class Wednesday. Art class Wednesday. And this is, the topic is basics of Photoshop. Friday is community night. And that is going to be Jackbox Games. And then art on Saturday, which is the live TD rigging. Cool. So I'm going to save that and post it. So saving. There we go. No, we're not going to save as a PDF. We're just exporting. Exporting the regular. And then I'm just gonna add it as July 6th. And I'm gonna send out a message. I'll call it a night, back in the morning. Thank you for your art drawing. No problem. I appreciate you coming on. This is, you know, there's a lot. There's a lot of moving parts, and I really appreciate everyone that comes. Especially right now as I'm working on stuff. It's just, you know, good stuff. I understand it'll work in the morning. There's like certain goals that I'm trying to get done before I have to call my stream too. There are certain posts I want to get done. So, stream summary. No, it's not stream summaries. Not stream summaries. Not yet. Not yet. Even though that'll be later tonight. Goodness. Yeah, lots of moving parts. So, trying to get some of this stuff done. I know you guys can just chit-chat with me as I work. That's like the good thing about this kind of stream. I just chit-chat while I work. Let's see here. Art class Wednesday announcement. Dun, 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 dun. I know. I'm just vibing at this moment. Schedule 12. Okay, cool. Cool. Here's our schedule for the week. Man, it's gonna be Sunday. Art for Captain Horror. And content creation. Catch up. Tuesday is multi-stream. Saturday is a multi-stream. Wednesday is Twitch only. And Twitch only, and then this one's gonna be plus Wednesday. Photoshop basic intro. 2. So it's a Photoshop class. And then Friday. I know, I have a lot of stuff going on. I'm like, man. Friday is community night. Jackpot games. We're back to the grind. Enjoy everything I'm offering this week. There we go. Cool. Cool. And then I'm adding the new image. This is not so bad. And then you guys will see a post pop up like pretty much right away. Publish. And then I'm gonna post on Twitter. So schedule 12 officially posted is on my thing, on my thingy, on my announcements. Lots of stuff going on. I will also be updating. I'll be also advertising the art class Wednesday. That and also big time. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good time. Next one I'm updating is actually Twitter. And we're gonna do new schedule, busy week. Oh, dolphins. New schedule. Got a busy week ahead of me. Enjoy a full week of content. Okay. Lots of stuff going on, which is good. I'm really excited about that. So, schedule's out. I gotta make a Dropbox folder really quick. New folder. This is Goose Duck collab. And then this one, we're going to go on the Dropbox. We need to go on the Dropbox to go and change permissions. We're changing permission. Yeah. Manage permissions. Ooh. Manage those permissions. Thank you. Links for editing. Create a link. You can edit, copy. Links for viewing. Manage viewers. Okay, folders. And then you want the link for viewing. Okay, cool. Let me see if I can do this instead. So we're gonna add in the videos area. Goose Duck collab. Let's move that over. Yeah, let's move it. Cool. And let me go back to my art collab. See if this works instead. Everyone. There we go. So that should be helpful. Cool. And then let's see here. Oh damn. Like looking at the thing. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. So going to get rid of that. I know, so much stuff. So much stuff to do. Dropbox folder's done. Let's see here. Let's see here. I'm just looking at all my stuff right now. Okay, so next thing on my list is my Canva stuff. Which is interesting. It's all the good stuff. So Canva, I'm getting my VTuber tips and my LGBT stuff already done. Or actually no, my art stuff is not LGBT, but okay. Okay. And we're gonna do this. We're gonna move some stuff around on my thing. There we go. There we go, there we go. And let me see, I might have other things on my thing that I wanted to go and add. Or change. Yeah, I think that's good. And then we'll go ahead and download that one. Download it and add it to my list. And then upload. There we go, there we go. I'm just working on my Canva stuff right now. I mean, I could probably pop that on soon. Not gonna lie. That one's done. And then, I don't know, maybe I can do that. Maybe I can pop it on. Show you guys my Canva stuff. Show you all like what I do as like I research. So let me go ahead and do that real quick. Art scene. We're gonna do that, and we're going to change it to the. We're gonna change my desktop to that. Yeah. So content. You guys are probably like looking at this. Oh, okay. So I'm still on my LGBT mod, which is interesting. So I'm gonna be looking at this, see everything like, you know, things that could possibly be. I know, lots of interesting stuff. I know. Not my art content. Let's see here. Let's see, fire in my belly. Oh yeah, that's the... Let's see here. Influence. Yeah, about to say. Okay. I'm just looking at all the stuff that possibly has for him. Let's see here. So sometimes I find a artist and I'm like, okay, I totally think about, like, I'm like, okay, yeah, cool. But then other times I'm just like, I have no idea. Is this it? That's the portrait of the face. Oh, this one. Yeah, that one is the big one. Yeah, that one's the big one. That one's his one of his friend Dynamates. I know, it's just like, gotta see like what is probably the best one. I don't know. I might not do this one because since it's actually disability awareness month. Disabled artist. And so it's kind of like a cool thing to go and actually, you know, do some research. I didn't know Dorothea Lang. Let's see here. I'm like, what happened with her? Or I know that let's see here. I'll say she had polio. Okay, she had polio. Okay. I know, it's a lot of research. Got close. Okay. Photorealism. Yeah, I knew about Yayoi Kusama. I'm not a big fan of hers. Nor am I a big fan of how about Toulouse? Oh, cool. Okay, I did not know that he... Yeah. Yeah, no, Toulouse has some pretty cool stuff, actually. Yeah. Just like, what do I want to go and get? Well, who do I want to research? Those are the questions. Because sometimes it's like, He's maybe. He's a maybe. Let's see here. Yeah, because I have a couple of things. Yeah, it's just like, what's my 10? Because I did 3. Okay, so I did 3. I'm gonna delete that one. I'm gonna duplicate this. So I have no idea what I want to do. That's the problem. I have no idea what I want to do. Toulouse may be a thing. Maybe one. So I'm just gonna add it to the 10,000 tabs I have. Because I know them for... I already did Frida Kahlo. That's kind of the thing. I already done with disabilities. So I've already done Frida Kahlo. Matisse. Okay. Matisse. Yeah, about to say, I'm just looking. Yeah, I knew Da Vinci may have ADHD or autism. Yeah, that's beautiful. Yeah, autism at age 3. I feel that. Yep. Yeah, no, it's like really cool stuff, I think. Matisse is really cool. Kinda wanna do it on Wilshire. That's really cool though. Wilshire was really cool. Oh, I like him already. Dude, that's a drawing? Bruh. Bruh, these drawings are amazing. Okay. As a person who loves architecture, draw a landscape from memory after seeing it just once. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, he's gonna be one. He's gonna be one. That is crazy. After only a 20-minute architect, holy shit. Yeah, this dude right here. That's fucking insane. He's just vibing. My god. Yeah, we doing the hub. We're going to grab this picture over Mexico City. Oh my god. That's just, I love finding like interesting artists like this. It's like VIF to JPEG. I love finding interesting artists like this. It makes me so happy. Because it's like, you find somebody and it's just like, oh my god. Like, I just found out. It's just like, it's like, oh my god, I just found out about this guy and this guy is amazing. So, yeah, I'm doing it on him. We're probably doing Henry de Toulouse next week. That will be on my content calendar. Disability. It'll be 101. Well, and I'm just gonna add name. It would be nice if I can spell, because I like finding out about these months. Makes it easier to plan out content. I'll be the first one to tell you that, and I wanted to do it on him. Yeah. And we're gonna change the picture. Uploads. Yeah, and then I will work on a bit. There you go. Then I will probably do some more research on him tomorrow. So, let's go back to the just chatting. Okay, cool. So I found a new artist, which is awesome. Hello, we only have like one viewer on my stream, so I'm just gonna go ahead and end it right now. Thank you guys so much for coming. I really appreciate it. It's really, really helpful. And yeah, I will see you guys later. Thank you guys so much, and we will see you guys soon. See you.